Do you know the Japanese word, yokai? Yokai is a general term for monsters, demons, ogres, goblins, and the mysterious phenomena they cause. The various demons that appear in Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, are also one of the yokai. In Japan, many yokai drawings, paintings and manga have been drawn, such as Kimetsu no Yaiba. Today, I would like to introduce one of the famous yokai art books, Hyakki Yagyo. Hyakki Yagyo means Night Parade of Hundreds of Yokai. The drawings were drawn by Seikion Toriyama in 1776. Kodama. Kodama are the spirits that lived in old trees, or the trees themselves. The spirits are said to live in trees that have lived for over 100 years. The echoes that occur in the mountains and valleys are attributed to these spirits. Tengu. Tengu is one of the representative yokai in Japan, along with Oni and Kappa. It is roughly divided into a type with a red face and a long nose and a type with a crow's face, both of which have wings and can fly in the sky. Generally, the former is familiar, but this picture depicts the latter. Yamabiko. Yamabiko is a mountain spirit. The echoes that occur when you make a loud voice toward the slopes of a mountain or valley are called yamabiko and are attributed to these spirits. This phenomenon is sometimes called Kodama. Yama Warawa. Translated literally, Yama Warawa means mountain child. It is a yokai that lives in the mountains and is transmitted mainly to western Japan, especially the Kyushu region. In the region dialect, it is sometimes called Yama Waro. Yama Uba. Yama Uba literally means old woman in the mountains, and is often pronounced Yamamba. It is said that she rents accommodation to travelers lost in the mountains to kill and eat after they fall asleep. Inugami. Inugami is literally god of dog, but it is said that it is actually a human being possessed by a dog. It is widely spread in western Japan. The servant, Shigo, is another kind of yokai, thought to be a child eaten by the Inugami. Nekomata. Nekomata is one of the Japanese cat-type yokai. It is said that a long-lived cat has a bifurcated tail and has magical power. Those with greater magical power are called Bakoneko, which have a larger body and more tails. Kappa. Along with Oni and Tengu, Kappa is one of the most popular yokai in Japan. Translated literally, Kappa means river child. They have a green body, a turtle-like shell, a beak, and webs on their limbs. Kappa have a plate on their head, and when it dries, they die. Kawazo. Like foxes and raccoon dogs, otters have been considered to be animals with magical powers that transform humans. They are said to fool or cheat people by disguising themselves as children or young beauties. Akaname. Akaname is also called a kaneboi, both of which mean filth liquor. As the name suggests, it is a yokai that licks dirt in bathrooms and bathtubs. They appear in the bathrooms in the middle of the night. Tanuki. Tanuki means raccoon dog. In Japan, raccoon dogs, along with foxes, are well known as animals with magical powers. According to Japanese folklore, many of the mysterious phenomena that occur in mountain villages are attributed to raccoon dogs. Kamaitachi. Translated literally, Kamaitachi means a weasel with sickles. It is depicted as a weasel with sickle limbs. The phenomenon in which a gust of wind blows in a forest and cuts on human arms, legs, and face as if they were cut with a knife is called kamaitachi, and it is attributed to this yokai. Amikiri. As the name implies, Amikiri is a yokai that cuts the net. They are depicted as insects and crustaceans with scissors flying in the air. It is thought to be a yokai that cuts through nets such as mosquito nets. Katsunebi. Katsunebi literally means foxfire, and is an ignition phenomenon that is said to be caused by foxes. The fox is believed to be one of the most magical animals in Japan. Katsunebi of Oji Inari Shrine is well known. This time, we will introduce the continuation of Night Parade of Hundreds of Yokai by Seikion Toriyama. Enjoy encounters with familiar yokai such as Yuki Onna and Rakuro Kubi, and unique yokai such as Tenome. Joro Gumo. Joro Gumo literally means a horse spider. She is a terrifying yokai who masquerades as a beautiful young woman and cheats on a man to feed herself. In this drawing, it is depicted as manipulating fire-breathing spiders. 10. Japanese marten is a kind of weasel, and like foxes, raccoon dogs and weasels, it is regarded as a stronger magical animal in Japan. It is said that if a weasel lives for more than 100 years, it will become a marten. Sugunbi, it is one of the many fireball-type yokai. It is said that a monk who stole became this yokai as a punishment. In this drawing, the face of an anguished monk emerges in the fireball. Surubebi. This is also called Suruba Roshi, and is one of the fireball-type yokai. It looks like a fireball hanging from a tree like a Itsurubi. Itsurubi is a container with a rope that draws water from a well. Fururibi, also known as Buraribi, is a yokai that looks like a phoenix. In this drawing, like other drawings and paintings, it is depicted as a bird wrapped in flames. Ubagabi is literally old woman fire, and is one of the fireball-type yokai. It is said that an old woman who stole oil from Hiroka Shrine in Osaka became this yokai as a curse of the shrine. Kasha, this is a yokai that steals the corpse of a sinful person from a funeral, and looks like a giant cat wrapped in flames. Kasha literally means car of fire, and is sometimes represented as a beast pulling a car wrapped in flames. Yanari is a phenomenon in which a house or furniture sways for no reason, and is considered to be the same as the poltergeist phenomenon in the West. In Japan, it was thought to happen because small goblins were shaking the house. Ubume is a female yokai who appears with a dead baby in her arms in the middle of the night. It is said that if a pregnant woman is buried as it is, she will become this yokai. They can also turn into a bird. Umizato is a giant yokai that appears on the sea and looks like a biwa hoshi. He carries a cane in one hand and a lute on his back. Biwa Hoshi is a blind Buddhist monk whose livelihood is to play the lute. Nadera Bo is a yokai who settled in a devastated, uninhabited temple, and it is believed that a Buddhist monk who broke the rules became this yokai because of his sins. However, little is known about the details. Taka Onna, this is a female yokai that appears in the Yukaku district, and stretches her lower body to look into the room on the second floor. Yukaku is a legal red light district in Japanese history. This yokai is considered to be the grudge of an ugly woman. Tenome, translated literally, tenome, means eyes on hands. This yokai has one eye on each palm instead of a face, and looks like a blind Buddhist monk. It is one of the unique yokai, but details other than its appearance are not well known. Tesso is a giant rat yokai. In the 11th century, after the famous monk Raigo of Mi-dera Temple died to curse the imperial court, his grudge became the rat. It is also called Raigo Nezumi, or Mi-dera Nezumi. Kurazuka is an ogre who lives in a mountain lodge and looks like an old woman. She was fooling and killing lost people to eat. Originally the term used to refer to her grave, but it turned to refer to the yokai herself. Rakuro Kubi, this is a lady-looking yokai with a very long neck. In Japan, it is one of the most well-known yokai that has been depicted in many paintings and manga since ancient times. There is another type that the neck comes off and flies. Saka Bashira, translated literally, it means reverse pillar. It is a pillar that stands upside down from the direction in which the tree originally grew. Saka Bashira has been thought to cause fires and other disasters because of its resentment. Makura Geishi is literally, pillow flipper. In the middle of the night, this yokai mischievously flips or throws the sleeping person's pillow. They are invisible, but are thought to look like young goblins. Yuki Onna literally means snow woman, and is a female yokai that appears in the snowy mountains. This yokai is also well known in Japan. I wear a white costume that means death in Japan. It is believed to deceive a lost man and blow a cold breath to kill him. Akiryo, it means the spirit of a human being who is still alive. In other words, the obsession and grudges of living humans have become ghosts. The most well-known ghost is the Lady Rokujo ghost in the tale of Genji, who curses and kills her pregnant rivals. Shiryo, it is the soul of the dead. Humans who die with resentment become ghosts, follow those who despise or kill him, and afflict or kill them. Moreover, ghosts try to kill even their close friends and take them with them. Yu-rei means a ghost. Ghosts are still wandering in this world without the spirits of the dead being able to become Buddhahood. It is said that a dead person who has one or several regrets in this world becomes a ghost. They will be Buddhahood if they fulfill what they have left behind. This time, we will send you the third installment of Night Parade of Hundreds of Yokai. Enjoy encounters with unique yokai such as Mikoshi, Shikera, Hyosabe, Nararahian and Gagoze. Mikoshi is also called Mikoshi Nudo, and is a giant yokai that looks like an old monk. Some variants have a long neck and some have 3 eyes. It is one of the yokai that are often depicted in Japan. Shokera, in Japan, on a particular day called Koshin, people had a habit of staying asleep all the time. Shokera is supposed to be a yokai who appears that night to monitor people and report their evil deeds to the Emperor of Heaven. Hyosabe is a yokai that has been handed down in the Kyushu region and is said to appear in the mountains. They have been portrayed with hairy bodies, bald heads, humorous facial expressions and strange poses. Waira, this is a large-bodied yokai, with one large, sharp claw on each forefoot. This yokai is depicted in many yokai art books, but little is known about its habitat and behavior other than its name and appearance. Otoroshi is a very large-faced yokai, depicted with many black hairs covering its head and some bangs hanging on its face. Otoroshi is thought to be a dialect of Asoroshi, which means horror. They are sometimes called Adoro or Ki-Ippai. Nuri Botoke. This yokai is also depicted in many drawings, but the details are not well understood. Judging from its appearance and name, Nuri Botoke is a Buddha statue whose whole body is painted black. It is also a feature that both eyes are sore and are about to fall. Nurei Onna, literally translated as wet woman, has a woman's head and a snake-like body. She is said to be an incarnation of a sea snake because she appears on the beach and her body is wet. Nararahian, this yokai has a specially shaped bald head and is wearing a kimono. In recent yokai manga such as Gei no Kotaro, and Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, he is regarded as the general of yokai. Gagoze is a demon-type yokai dressed as a monk that appeared at Gangoji Temple in Nara around the 6th and 8th centuries. It appeared in the middle of the night and attacked children who were fed at the temple. The name of Gagoze is derived from Gangoji. Oyuni is a yokai that looks like an old female demon with very long hair and a torn mouth up to the ear. It is also called Wow or Uin. However, details other than its appearance are not well known. Aobozu, this yokai, which is referred to as Aobozu in this yokai art book, is called Mehatotsubo in many other yokai art books. Mehatotsubo is a yokai in the shape of a monk who has only one eye. Akashita, this yokai, which means red tongue, is also called Akakuchi, which means red mouth. This line drawing is black and white, but as the name suggests, it features a large red mouth. Furthermore, sharp claws and the body covered with black clouds are also characteristic. Nuppepo is a yokai with a whitish, sloppy body and short limbs. Instead of having no head, the face is attached to the body. It is one of the most popular yokai because of its humorous shape. Gyuki, or Ushi Oni, means cow ogre. Like a cow, it has a large black body and a head with 2 horns, while it has many limbs like a spider. Many folklore about Gyuki remains in western Japan. Uin is one of the most mysterious yokai. It looks like an ogre, has 3 sharp claws on each hand, and has black teeth on its teeth. However, the shape of the lower body and how it behaves are not well known.